Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1969 postseason is on the air. We are back at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field. This is Game 2 of the National League Division Series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. The Pirates were the only visiting team that won in the first set of games. They have this lead this series 1-0, a win tonight, and the Cubs could very well have their backs to the wall heading back to Forbes Field. So the Pirates right now pretty much pounded the Cubs in the first game, but we'll see what happens tonight in Game 2 as these two teams meet once again. Again, every seat is filled here at Wrigley Field, and we should have a good matchup tonight. The Pirates trying to take a 2-0 lead, Cubs trying to tie it up. So, hopefully you'll sit back there, you'll settle down and get in there as Brian B. and Phoenix Knight is here to join us first at Wrigley Field. So if everybody is set and ready to go, let's get right to some more playoff baseball. Starting pitcher for the Chicago Cubs, their number 2 starter, Jenkins, Hall of Famer. 21 wins, 15 losses, a save, a 3.21 ERA. He had 273 strikeouts and 56 walks in 69. Yes, he's a Hall of Famer, although I still believe he stole a Cy Young Award from Tom Seaver. But that's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Definitely Hall of Famer, though, absolutely. So Fergie Jenkins on the mound for the Cubs in a must-win. We'll see what the Pirates do tonight as we go to the top of the first. Let's get started. Leading off for the Pirates will be the center fielder, Matty Alou. He is 5 for 10 for the postseason so far. We're going to use blue, white, and blue dice. Cubs are the home team. Wrigley Field, it's a hitter's park. 148 home runs, -1 to strikeouts, -1 to walks. Neutral, really, but does favor hitters pretty well. So, Jeremy Brooks is here at Wrigley Field, and let's get to go and let's play some baseball. Jenkins, 2-2, hit by pitch. The 6 is high. Alou, 6-2, and that is a ground ball to third. That'll be handled by Ron Santo, and Santo will throw it over for the out. Next up, the third baseman, Richie Hebner. He is 3 for 6 for the playoffs. John Haverly joins us here at Wrigley Field. Fergie, 6-1. Home run result. The 12 is too high, though. Hebner, 3-2, but he will smack one into right field, and Hebner will start his day off with a double. 1-out double for Hebner, and he will wind up at second. And that will bring up the left fielder, Pops himself, Willie Stargell. He is 2 for 9 for the playoffs. He does have a bomb. Strategy roll for Hebner. He will stay at second. Jenkins, 5-4, strikeout. He'll get him on the 4, struck him out. First strikeout for Fergie, 2 away. And now the best Puerto Rican player in baseball history, right fielder, Roberto Clemente. He is 5 for 9 for the playoffs. Hebner at second, and he'll stay at second. Fergie, 5-5, that's a blank. Clemente, 5-1, and that's a fly ball to left field. And Billy Williams will get to it, make the catch, and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Pirates, and we will go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates tonight, their number 3 starter, Steve Blass. 16 wins, 10 losses, 2 saves, a 4.46 ERA, 147 Ks, 83 walks, and 69. Remember, we are utilizing 3-man rotations for the 60s and earlier, for the 69 and earlier, so the number 1 starter for the Pirates will be up in their next game. Bottom of the first, leading off for the Cubs, the shortstop, Don Kessinger. He was 0 for 4 in Game 1. Blass, 1-4, strikeout, 16 is high. Kessinger, 5-2, and he lifts a base hit to left field. Kessinger starts the Cub night off with a single. And now the second baseman, Glenn Becker. He was 1 for 4 in game 1. Infield is double play. Ben Wicks joins us here at the friendly confines. That is a 3. Becker gets the hit and run sign. Let's see. But Kessinger is going to stay put. But then again, Becker does not hit home run power. Hit and run might not be a bad idea. Hit and run is on. Blass, 4-2. Strikeout 6. That's too high. Becker, 1-1. And that's going to be a base hit past short. That'll be a single. Kessinger will easily get to third. Becker holds it first. And the Cubs are coming out hitting in this game tonight. Single for Becker. And now runners at the corners, nobody out. And now the left fielder, Hall of Famer, Billy Williams. He was 1 for 2 in the first game. Thomas Bartlett joins us here at Wrigley Field. They're going to keep the infield back, try to turn the 2. Strategy, nothing on the 10. Blass, 3-6, error on a throw. Williams, 3-5, and that's a ground ball to the shortstop. That is hit to Freddie Patek. His error rating is a 13. That's a 5. It's going to be a throwing error. So it's an error on a throw. Question is, where did it go? Let's see. 2-2-3. Second base pivot. Alley +1. A 1-4. This would have been a double play. It is a 2. So the throw goes to second. Alley's range is a 4. And he's not going to get it. That's going to go into the outfield. So Kessinger will score. Becker, he will make third on the throwing error, and Williams will make second. And just like that, the Cubs are up 1-0. So that is an E6. First error on the Pirates. And the Cubs jump out in front 1-0 on a big error by Freddie Patek. Actually, it was an error on a throw. I really didn't have to roll. The range check. It's an automatic 2-base error, so it works anyway. So Beckert on at third, Williams on at first. And now the third baseman, Ron Santo. Santo is 2 for 4 in the first game. Brian Patterson joins us here at Wrigley Field. Infield will come in now. Nothing for Blatt. Nothing happening. Blass, 1-1. Strikeout got him. And that will be the first strikeout for Blass, and that's out number 1. And now the first baseman, of course, one of the greatest of all time. Let's play 2, Ernie Banks. He was 1 for 4 in game 1. Infield will stay in. Strategy roll, and nothing on the 10. Blass, 3-5. Home run chance. The 3 is good. Banks against a righty needs a 13. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, Ernie Banks. Stadium cheers. Yay! Ernie Banks will hit his first bomb of the postseason, and the Cubs jump out to a 4-0 lead, kind of like what the Pirates did in game 1. Ernie Banks launches one off a Blass, and it's always good. One of the greatest of all time gets it done. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Leading off, next batter for the Cubs is the catcher, Randy Hundley. He was 0 for 4 in game 1. So 4-0 Cubs here. Blass, 3-1 walk, and it's still coming up as Hundley will walk to first. This is going to be one of those innings. First walk given up by Blass, and now it'll bring up the right fielder, Jim Hickman. He was 0 for 3 in game 1. Infield a double play, and nothing on the 4. Hundley stays put. Blass, 1-3, range play at the park. Wrigley Field, 5-2. It's a single to center field. It's up to Matty Alou to make a play. His range is a 2, and he's got it. 2 outs. Da-da-da, da-da-da. That'll be a fly out to center field as Matty Alou takes a single away. 2 down, and now the center fielder, Don Young. Young was 1 for 2 in the first game. Hundley on at first, and he'll stay there. Blass, 2-5, that's a blank. Young, 1-6, that's a grounder right back to Blass. Blass will take care of it. He's actually going to, he'll throw to first to get Young, and that will retire the side. 4 runs, 3 hits, a walk, an error, and a 3-run bomb by Let's Play 2 Ernie Banks. 4-0 Cubs after 1. The Pirates jumped out on the Cubs in game 1. It looks like the Cubs are going to do the same thing back to the Pirates here in game 2. Top of the second. Leading off for the Pirates is the first baseman, Al Oliver, underrated player. He's 2 for 8 for the playoffs. Jenkins, 1-1 against a lefty, walk, 16 is high. Oliver, 1-1, and that's flied to right field, and it will be Jim Hickman getting there for out number 1. Next is the catcher, Manny Sanguian. He is 4 for 9 for the playoffs, and he does have a home run. Fergie, 5-4, strikeout, 16 no. Sanguian, 2-5, and he hits 1 to left, but Billy Williams is there, and he'll make the catch. 2 down. And now the second baseman, Gene Alley. He is 1 for 8 for the playoffs. Fergie, 3-4, strikeout 10. That's just a little high. Alley, 1-6, and that's a ground ball to second base. Getting over there is Glenn Beckert, and he will take care of it, toss it over, and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Bucks. Bottom of the second coming up. And hopefully here, Blass will have a much better inning. Leading on for the Cubs, though, is the pitcher, Fergie Jenkins. A 139 average. He has a homer and 9 RBIs in 69. Blass, 2-3, strikeout 7. Yep, they struck him out. And that is the second K for Blass. And now here's Kessinger. Kessinger hit a single his first time up. Blass, 3-4, hit by pitch. No. Kessinger, a 4-5, and this time it's grounded to third. And that will be Hebner taking care of that and throwing it over for the second out. Here's Beckert. Beckert got a single his first time up. Blass, 2-3, strikeout 6, too high. Beckert, a 5-5, that's a grounder to short. This time Podtek will take care of that, and he will throw it over, retire the side. A much better inning for Steve Blass. 3 up, 3 down, 4-0 Cubs after 2. Still a long way to go. As we all know, no lead is safe when you play inside pitch. We go to the top of the third. Leading off for the Pirates is the shortstop, Freddie Podtek. He is 2 for 8 for the playoffs, and he does have a home run. Fergie, 4-6, strikeout. He'll get him on the 6, struck him out. And Fergie gets his second K of the game. And now the pitcher, Steve Blass, and he's very capable of hitting a 250 average. He had a home run and 9 RBIs. Blass was a good hitter that year. Jenkins, 5-1 against a righty. Strikeout 12. Cold strike. No, that's too high. That is too high. Blass is 11. -1 makes him a 10. Blass, 2-6, and he will get a base hit. Blass will hit a single into center field, and he will hold at first base. Steve Blass goes ahead and says, DH, I don't need no stinking DH. Batter here now is Alou. He's 0 for 1. Infield is at double play. Blass on at first, Don't think they'll do anything, and he won't. Fergie, 2-6, walk 7. That's too high. Alou will get the swing. 6-6. That's a ground out to the shortstop. 1-1-2. Second base pivot Beckert 0. 1-2. No. Blass will be thrown out at second. Alou will make first, and there are 2 away on the fielder's choice. Two outs. Here comes Hebner. Hebner is 1 for 1. Alou is on at first, and he's going to stay there. Jenkins, 1-4, strikeout, 19 is high. Hebner, 3-3. It's a grounder right back to the first baseman, Banks. Banks will take it to the bag himself, and that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Pirates, and we go to the bottom of the third. Billy Williams will be first up for the Chi Cubs. He reached on an error his first time up. Blass, 5-6, blank. Williams, 1-5, ground out to short. Taken care of there by Patek. And he will throw it over. Next batter is Santo. Santo is 0 for 1, struck out. Blass, he'll go ahead and pitch. Blass, 2-5, that's a blank. Santo, 4-1, another grounder to short. Another play there for Freddie Patek, and over to first it goes. And now a nice ovation for Ernie Banks. He hit a 3-run bomb his first time up. Blass will go ahead and pitch. Blass, 1-5, possible error. Banks, a 2-6. That's a fly ball to center field. Going after that is Matty Alou. His error rating is a 7. That's a 9. He'll make the catch and retire the side. So 1-2-3 go the Cubs, as Blass has definitely settled down since the first inning, but the Cubs still have a 4-0 lead after 3. This is game 2 of this NLDS, as the Pirates lead the Cubs 1-0 in this series. Pops Willie Stargell leads off, and he's 0 for 1 here to start the top of the 4th inning. Fergie, 5-2, range play at the park. Wrigley Field, 2-5, and that's a grounder to second base. It's a range play for Glenn Beckert. His range is a 4. That's a 5. It'll be past him. It'll be a single for Stargell. So Beckert couldn't get there in time, and the Pirates have the leadoff man, and it will bring up Clemente. Clemente is 0 for 1. Infield is set at double play. Stargell on at first. Strategy, Stargell will stay at first. Fergie looking in on Clemente. Jenkins, 4-6, strikeout, no. Clemente, 4-4, and it's a ground ball to short. 2-2-3. Second base, Beckert, 0 pivot, 1-3. Nope. Stargell will be thrown out at second, and Clemente will take first. 1 out. Fielder's choice. And it will now bring up Oliver. Oliver is 0 for 1. Clemente had 4 stolen bases. He won't get any here. Jenkins, 2-2, hit by pitch. Plunk, ouch. He does hit him. Oliver had a very high hit by pitch. 19 plus 1 is a 20. That's a guarantee. Oliver gets hit. And I know that Fergie did not want to do that. That's the first hit batter of the game. And now a chance for the Pirates. Here comes Sanguillen. Sanguillen is 0 for 1. DB joins us here at Wrigley Field. Runners now at first and second. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 10. Jenkins will go ahead and pitch. Jenkins, 2-1. Range play. Sanguillen, 6-5. It's a base hit past short, but it's a range play for Don Kessinger. He was pretty good. His range is a 4. And he's got it. Will he turn the double play? 3, 3, 4. Second base pivot Beckert 0, 1 to 4. Double play, side retired. Stadium cheers. Yay! No runs, a hit, and a hit batter. But a great play by Don Kessinger. And it is we now go to the bottom of the fourth. Remember, in the version 4 rules, you no longer, at double play depth, you no longer subtract 1 from the range. Bottom of the fourth inning, 4-0 here in favor of the Cubs. There is another thing to the version 4 rules I've not told you about, actually, because I don't like it, and I don't intend to do it. As you know, every pitcher card has a K and a W on it. He wants to change this to a K with a home run in it instead. So instead of making it a K and a walk, it's a K and a home run if he's tired. He is part of the rules. I really don't like it because then he's got to change all his pitcher cards. I am thinking about the idea of maybe if it's not a walk, roll to see if it's a home run. I may think of something like that, but not in this playthrough though. I'm going to keep it the way it is, at least for the rest of this postseason. Maybe in the next season I may change it. So 4-0 here, bottom of the fourth. You got to catch the Bengals game. You go check the Bengals and see what they do. Leading off for the Cubs will be Randy Hundley. He walked his first time up. Blass, 5-4. That's a walk plus 10. He will walk Hundley. So Hundley will trot to first. The second time Hundley's been walked. It'll now bring up Hickman. Hickman's 0 for 1. Infield set for double. And nothing on the 16. Blass will go ahead and pitch. Doug Hunt joins us here at Wrigley Field. Blass, 5-5 against a righty. Strikeout plus 10. Yep, that's a swing and a miss. Struck them out. He will get Hickman on that. And that's the third K for Blass. Next batter is Young. Young is 0 for 1. Nothing on Strat. Hundley stays at first. Blass, 3-2. Strikeout, got him. He'll go ahead and get Young. And that's the fourth K for Blass, 2 away. And the next batter for the Cubbies is Fergie, and he's 0 for 1. Hundley stays put. Blass will go ahead and pitch. Blass, 5-1. That is a blank. Jenkins, 1-4. Swing and a miss. Steer. Right out, and the inning is over. And Blass actually strikes out the side after giving up a leadoff walk. 4-0 Cubs after 4. Nice job as Blass has definitely settled down. But right now, the Pirates are having their issues with Fergie. Top of the fifth. Leading off for the Bucks will be Gene Alley. He's 0 for 1. Fergie will go ahead and pitch. Fergie, 2-6, walk. 13 is going to be too high. Alley, 6-2, and it's a base hit. He'll hit that one past third, and Alley is the leadoff man on. Hit for him. The next batter is Patek. Patek is 0 for 1. Infield does that double play. Patek, a good threat to bunt, but he's not going to do that. Jenkins will go ahead and pitch. XSG2 joins us here at Wrigley Field. Fergie, 2-4. Possible error. Patek, 6-5. It's a fly ball to left field. Going after that is Billy Williams. His error rating is an 8. That's a 1. He's going to misplay it, and that is going to be an error. That is an error on a fly out to left. So less than 2 outs, the runners on the base roll. So it's an error. That's going to be an E7. Let's see where Alley winds up. And that is a 5. So Alley is only going to make a 1 base advance. So Alley holds it second and Patek holds it first. So an E7 on Billy Williams, who misplays it out there. And that's the first error on the Cubs. So error on a fly out with less than 2 outs. You roll the die and to see how many bases each one goes. So it's only a 1 base advance on the fly out. But now the batter is Blass. And Blass has a single his first time up. Very capable hitter. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Top of the 5th. 4-0 Cubs. Strategy. Nothing on the 4. Fergie will pitch. Blass is not going to bunt. Fergie. 1-6. Strikeout. 16 is high. Blass. 6-1. And that's a fly out to left. Now that'll get, this time it will be caught by Billy Williams for out number 1. Alley, a base runner 3, hit to left -2, Williams -1, and Alley is staying at second base. So that is the first out. And now here's Alou. This is a good chance for the Pirates to try to get some runs here. Alou is 0 for 2. Strategy, nothing on the 3. Nobody will move. Fergie will pitch. Fergie, 4-2. Strikeout. 17 is a no. Alou, 3-6. And he hits one to right field. That'll be a fly out to right. And that'll be caught by Hickman for out number 2. Alley hit the -0-0. A 1-3. Alley will take third. And it's a 6. Another 6. It could be a play. No, Alley will go back. So fly out to right, but now 2 away. And maybe the Pirates got to get a run in here. Down 4-0 here in the 5th. Here's Hebner. Hebner's 1 for 2 with a double. Strategy, nothing on the 11. Fergie trying to get out of this jam. Pirates runners at first and second. Fergie, 6-3. That's at the park. Wrigley Field, 6-6. It's a home run to the pull side against a righty. Hebner needs a 9. That is a 9. That's just going to clear the wall. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Richie Hebner. Stadium groans. A 3-run bomb by Richie Hebner. That's his first of the postseason. It's 4-3. And that was a good pitch by Fergie. Hebner just powered it. And according to the replay, it cleared the wall by maybe half a foot. May have landed in the basket. I think it did. And, of course, the Wrigley faithful throw that ball back onto the field. Now a 4-3 ball game. Here's Pops. Stargell's 1 for 2. Fergie will pitch. Fergie, 4-2. Strikeout. That's high. Stargell, 4-4. That's grounded to first. And that will be Ernie Banks getting to that. He will make the play and retire the side. 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error. A 3-run bomb by Richie Hebner. We have a ball game now going in the bottom of the 5th. Top of the order for the Chi Cubs. Here's Don Kessinger. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Blass can pitch to 27. Fergie can pitch to 30. Blass with the pitch. 3-4. Hit by pitch. No. Kessinger. 1-1. That's a fly to center field. And Matty Alou says he'll take care of it and toss it over and make the catch. Here's Beckert. Beckert 1 for 2 with a single. Blass. 2-4 against a righty. It's a blank. Beckert. 6-2. And it's a fly out to right. Roberto Clemente. Some bum who thinks he's going to be the best Puerto Rican player in baseball history. He'll make the catch. And now Williams, he gets a couple of boos from the Cubs crowd, knowing he probably should have made the play out there. But Williams with a bad error to allow the runners to stay on there. That error, of course, did help with the runs. Williams is 0 for 2, but he reached on an error in the game. Blass, 1-1, strikeout. 16 will miss. Williams, 2-1, and that's a fly out to right. And going over there will be Clemente. He will make the catch and retire the side. Since giving up 4 runs on 3 hits, Blass has given up nothing on nothing for the last 4 innings. 4-3 after 5, as the Pirates are back in this game. Top of the 6th, and leading off for the Bucks will be Roberto Clemente. He's 0 for 2. Fergie will pitch. Fergie, 2-5, strikeout, no. Clemente, 5-5, base hit. He hits one past second base. The tying run is on. So Clemente will go to first, and it will bring up Oliver. Oliver got hit by a pitch his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Infield is at double play. Clemente had 4 stolen bases, and he's staying put. Oliver does get the hit and run, but Oliver is a very good home run hitter. And when you call for a hit and run, you cut the home run readings in half. I've been burned doing that too many times. He will swing away. Fergie. Even with that felt, it still bounces. Fergie, 5-2, range play at the park. Wrigley Field, 3-4. That's a single into center field, but it's a range play for Don Young. His range is a 3. He can't get it. It's a base hit. Clemente, base runner 4, single to center -1. Clemente gets the third on a 3, and he will. And Oliver is turning on the jets. He's on his way to second, and he will hold. He'll put the brakes on and go back. But now the Pirates have runners at first and third and nobody out. And here comes Sanguillen. Sanguillen is 0 for 2. They will play the infield in. Clemente very good at scoring. Top of the 6th, 4-3 Cubs. But the Pirates are threatening. Strategy. Nothing on the 7. Jenkins will go ahead and pitch. Jenkins, 1-4, strikeout. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is a huge K. That is the 3rd strikeout for Fergie, 1 down. And now the batter is Alley. And Alley is 1 for 2. Runners at the corner still. And nothing happening there. Fergie will pitch. Fergie, 1-5. That's a pitcher result. Righty, 1-11's an automatic out. The 15 is too high. Alley, 1-2. It's a ground ball to short. Clemente could score. With the infield in, he could score on a 1, 2, or 6. Patek is the next batter. And I think you try to get Clemente in there. What do you think? A 1, 2, or 6, Clemente will score. The throw will go to the plate. So what do you guys think? Do we send Clemente? Do we hold him? What do you guys think? XSG2 says send him. Clemente, they're going to send Clemente. He is on his way. His base running rating is a 2. A 1 or a 2, he is safe. 3 to 5, he's out. A 6, the only play was to first. He's safe. This game is tied. Stadium barfs. Yeah. They send Clemente the throw to the plate, not in time. It will be an infield single. We're tied at 4. No lead is safe when you play inside pitch. Game of the year candidate. Absolutely. Next batter is Patek. And runners still at first and second and only 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Patek is 0 for 2, but reached on an error. Oliver on at second. Alley on at first. They go talk to Jenkins, see if he's all right. He says, I'm fine. Let me pitch, please. Strategy. Nothing on the 11. Fergie will pitch. Fergie, 3-3. That's a blank. Patek, 6-1. It's a grounder right back to Jenkins. So it's a 2-1, and there's no pivot because it's hit to the pitcher. Righty second base pivot, however, is a 0. You don't get the +1. So the only way they're going to turn a double play is on a 1. No. Oliver will make it to third. Ali had enough speed. He will make it to second. The throw goes to first, 2 away. So they could not turn the double play, but the runners will advance anyway. On a grounder right back to pitcher, as Jenkins had no chance. And now the batter is Blass. Blass can pitch to 6 more batters before he tires. He has already given up his ERA level pretty much. He can hit, though. It's a 250 250 batting average. The question is, do you go to the bullpen now if you're Pittsburgh? What do you guys think? Does he hit, or do we go to the bench for Blass? What do you think? Somebody give me a call here. That's why I like doing this. That's why you guys in the chat here. Badger and Bournemouth fan joins us here at Wrigley Field. So what do you think? Let him hit or go to the bench? Let's see. Does anybody have any call here for that? Anybody have? Badger and Bournemouth says hit. Then Blass will go ahead and bat. So Oliver will go ahead, and David D09 says bench. And only the 6th. Okay, we'll go with Badger and Bournemouth fans since he actually called in first. So Jenkins will pitch to Blass. There are 2 outs. Blass is not a bad hitter. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 8. Fergie will pitch to Blass. Fergie, 1-4. Strikeout. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the inning is over. But I think that may have been the right call. 1 run, 3 hits. And this game is tied as we go to the bottom of the 6th. And I think that was the right call. But now we'll see if Blass can continue going. Blass has been doing an excellent job since the 1st. Leading off for the Cubs will be Ron Santo. He's 0 for 2. Blass, he'll pitch. Blass, 5-3, strikeout 7. Called strike 3 on Santo. Got him. And that is the 6th strikeout for Blass. 1 down. It'll bring up Let's Play 2 Banks. He's 1 for 2 with a bomb. Rick Query joins us here at Wrigley Field. Blass, 4-4. That's at the park. Wrigley Field, 3-5. And that is a fly to center field. That'll be handled by Matty Alou, and that will be out number 2. 2 outs. Here's Hundley. Hundley has walked twice. Blass, 5-1. That's a blank. Hundley, 4-4, and he won't walk, but he will reach base. That's going to be a single past second, and Hundley keeps the inning going. 2-out single for him, and it will now bring up Hickman. Hickman is 0 for 2. Strategy rolls are still on, and Hundley will stay put. Blass will pitch. Blass, 2-4 against a righty. It's a blank. Hickman, 5-5, and that's a fly ball to right field. And Roberto Clemente will get to it. He will make the catch and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Cubs. We are tied at 4 here in game 2 of this NLDS after 6. We go to the top of the 7th as Cutter Historical joins us here at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Jenkins can pitch to 3 more batters. He is due to bat second in the 7th inning. This is probably his last inning. Matty Alou leads off for the Bucks. He's 0 for 3. Jenkins will pitch. Jenkins, 6-3 at the park. Wrigley Field, 2-4. It's grounded right back to Jenkins. Jenkins will go ahead and get that, and he'll underhand it to first. Next up is Hebner. Hebner is 2 for 3 tonight, a double and a 3-run bomb. And he will go ahead against Fergie. Fergie, 4-3. Another home run chance. But against the lefty, though, that's a 0. It's not happening. Hebner, 5-3. And it's a base hit to right field, though. Hebner will get a single. And now Hebner is a triple short of the cycle. And he can get one of those. Here's Stargell. Stargell is 1 for 3. Infield is at double play. Hebner at first. Strategy. And nothing on the 11. Jenkins will go ahead and pitch. Jenkins, 3-1. 3-1 against, let's see, 3-1. That's an error on a throw. Stargell, 3-1. That's hit to right field. That is a 12. And oh my, he just missed a bomb. His home run is up to 11 against a righty. That's a 12. And that's going to be a fly out to right. That's a fly out to right field. Now it's an error on a throw. Now the right fielder is Jim Hickman. There is a runner on base, so his error rating is a 4. So a 1-4, he throws this ball wide. No, Hebner will stay at first, 2 down. Wow, Stargell just missed it. And now here's Clemente. Philip Reynolds joins us here at Wrigley Field. Clemente is 1 for 3 with a single. Hebner on it first. Fans here at Wrigley Field hoping Jenkins can get one more out. Strategy. Nothing on the 9. Hebner stays put. Fergie. 4-4. That's at the park. Wrigley Field. 1-2. And that's hit to right field. That's a 9. And Roberto Clemente is going to put the Pirates ahead. That's going to be a triple to right field. Hebner will come and he will score. Roberto Clemente slides into third. 5-4 Pirates. Stadium barfs. Yeah. An RBI triple by Clemente puts the Pirates ahead. The next batter is Oliver. And Oliver is 1 for 2, a single, and got hit by a pitch. Jenkins is tired. They're going to say, can you at least get one more out? He says, I'll try. They're not going to take him out just yet. They're going to let Fergie pitch. He did pitch 311 innings in 69. So now Clemente on at third, but now it's a 5-4 Pirate lead. Fergie sets up. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 3. Clemente stays at third. Fergie's going to try to get one more out. Fergie, 3-5. It's a blank. Oliver, 1-2. He'll get that out. It's a ground ball to second base. That'll be handled by Becker. The throw goes to first, and the inning is over. 1 run, 2 hits, an RBI triple by Roberto Clemente, and the Pirates have a 5-4 lead. No lead is safe when you play inside pitch. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Tomorrow night, we go back to the junior circuit for game 2 of the American League Division Series between the Minnesota Twins and the Baltimore Orioles. Can the Twins rebound after a 5-0 lead and then Baltimore hung 8 on them the rest of the way? Jim Cott will be going for the Twins. Mike Cuellar will be going for the Orioles. That is game 2 of the ALDS. Baltimore leads that series 1-0. That will be tomorrow night here on the network. Twins and the O's. And we'll see if Minnesota can rebound after that devastating loss in game 1 of that series. Bottom of the 7th here. Pirates lead 5-4. Steve Blass can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. And they are going to let him stay out there. Well, are they? Let's see what they want to do here. It's the 7th inning. Let me look at the Pirate bullpen. And I do like the Pirate bullpen. It's not horrible. And actually, the Pirate bullpen is better than who's on the mound. Blass is going to come out of the game. He is done. He'll leave with the W. And coming on to pitch for the Pirates is going to be Bruce Dalcanton. He has already made a couple of appearances. Bruce Dalcanton will come on to pitch. He will be the second Pirate pitcher. So Blass leaves with the W, at least for now. Don Young will lead off for the Cubs, and he's 0 for 2. Bottom of the 7th, 5-4. Bruce Dalcanton now takes over on the mound. Dalcanton, 6-6, strikeout 11, swing and a miss, struck him out. And he will get a K. 1 down, and that's going to be it for Fergie Jenkins as he is done, as the Cubs will go to the bullpen and the bench for him. So Jenkins will leave, and coming on to pinch hit for the Cubs will be Paul Popovich. 284 average, a homer, 18 RBIs in 69. So Paul Popovich will pinch hit against Dalcanton. So 1 out now here. Dalcanton, 5-4, strikeout 6. That will miss. Popovich, 4-2, and he hits one to center field. That's a 12, and that's just going to be good enough for a double. Popovich will get a double coming off the bench. Tying run is now on at second base, and here comes Kessinger. Kessinger 1 for 3, has a single. Popovich on at second. Strategy rolls are on, and that is a 1. Popovich will stay where he is. Dalcanton, 3-1, range play. Kessinger, 3-4, fly ball, left field. Going after that is Willie Pops Stargell. I hate to say this, that's not where you want to hit. Stargell's range is a 1. And that's a 2, and that's going to drop. And that's going to be a base hit to left field. Popovich, base runner 4. A single to left, though, +1. A 1-5. Popovich will score, and he will. Popovich scores. Kessinger trying for second, and he will get there. This game is tied. Stadium cheers. Yay! So an RBI single by Kessinger, actually a double. RBI double by Kessinger, and we're tied. So Blass is now going to get a no decision, and Jenkins can still get the win. So Kessinger on at second, 1 out, now tied at 5. Here's Beckert. Beckert is 1 for 3. Kessinger on at second. Strategy, nothing on the 15. Dalcanton, 2-2 at the park. Wrigley Field, 5-2. Base hit center field for Beckert. Kessinger, base runner 4. Single to center +1. 1-5, and the Cubs take the lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! A 2 RBI single, a 1 RBI single by Beckert, and the Cubs take a 6-5 lead. So Bruce Dalcanton comes in and suddenly gives up the 2 runs, And now here's Williams. And Dal Canton. What are they going to do here? Beckert are now on first base. Now it's a 6-5 Cub lead. The Pirates battle back, only to give it right back up. Infield a double play. Strategy, nothing on the 9. Beckert stays put. Dal Canton, 4-5. Walk, 3. That's ball 4, and that's it for Dal Canton. So out comes the manager. That'll be a walk, and Dal Canton is immediately kicked out. And now the batter is Santo, and the Pirates will go back to the bullpen as Dal Canton is ineffectual, and they're going to bring out Chuck Hartenstein, 5-4, 10 saves, a 3.94 ERA. So Hartenstein will now come on, and now Dal Canton leaves with the L. So Beckert on at second, Williams on at first. 1 out here, bottom of the 7th. The Cubs have retaken the lead. Strategy, nothing on the 8. Hartenstein, 3-3. Range play, Santo, 6-6. That's a fly ball to left field. Once again, that ball is hit to Stargell. His range is a 1, and he makes the catch. Stargell makes the catch, channels his inner Greg Luzinski, and makes the second out. Beckert, base runner 4, hit to left, -2. Stargell a 0. Beckert a 1-2. He'll take third. That's a 6. Another 6. It could be a play, and he'll go back to second base. What a play by Willie Stargell. Channels his inner Greg Luzinski to make the catch. 2 down. And now here's Banks. Banks is 1-for-3, has a 3-run bomb in the game. Hartenstein trying to get out of this inning. Strategy, nothing on the 14. Hartenstein, 4-5, strikeout, that's high. Banks, 4-2, and it's a fly ball to center field. And Matty Alou says he'll get there, make the catch, and retire the side. 2 runs, 3 hits, and a walk. And the Cubs retake the lead at 6-5 after 7. Top of the 8th. Leading off for the Pirates is Manny Sanguillen. They have right coming up. Let's see who the Cubs want to bring on to pitch. And they're going to go with Ted Abernathy. 4-3, 3 saves, a 3.18 ERA. This is Abernathy's first appearance of the postseason. So he will come on to pitch, and now Jenkins right now has the W, unless that can change. 6-5 Cubs, Ted Abernathy now the pitcher. And he can pitch to 7. Abernathy, 5-6 against the righty. It's a blank. Sanguillen, 4-2. Ground out to short. That'll be taken care of by Kessinger. And that's out number 1. 1 out. Here's Alley. Alley is 2-for-3 with 2 singles. Abernathy, 3-3. Error on a grounder. Alley, 4-5. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Ron Santo. His error rating is a 10. That's a 5. It goes right through his legs, and Alley is safe at first on an E5. Santo will make an error, and that is the second error on the Cubs in the ball game. And now the tying run is on base for Patek. Patek is 0-for-3, but he reached on an error. Infield a double play depth as Ron Santo makes a key error at third. The Pirates usually, when the Cubs make an error, the Pirates usually pounce on it. Abernathy sets up for the strategy role, and nothing on the 12. Ali stays at first. Abernathy with the pitch. Abernathy, 3-6, strikeout. That is high. Patek, 6-5, and it's a fly ball to left. And Billy Williams says he'll get to it, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. Pinch hitter coming in for Chuck Hartenstein as he will leave the ball game. And the Pirates will go to the bench. And coming on to pinch hit is going to be Carl Taylor. 348 average, 4 homers, 33 RBIs. Carl Taylor will pinch hit against Abernathy. So 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. 6-5 Cubs. Pitcher spot is 1 for 3. David Vega joins us here at Wrigley Field. Strategy. Nothing on the 17. Alley on at first. Abernathy. 5-2. Possible error. Taylor. 6-4. That's a ground ball right back to Abernathy. His error rating is a 13. That's a 15. He will not make an error. Abernathy's got it. Throws to first and retires the side. No runs, no hits. There was an error, but the Pirates were unable to capitalize on this one, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. Cubs lead 6-5. Leading off for the Cubs will be Randy Hundley. 3 righties coming up for the Cubs. And the Pirates are going to go with Bob Moose. 14-3, 4 saves, a 2.91 ERA. Moose has already made appearances in this postseason. I believe Moose has actually a hold. So Bob Moose is going to come on to pitch to Hundley here in the bottom of the 8th. So Hundley is 1 for 1, a single, but reached on a couple of walks. Moose with the pitch. Moose, 4-5 against a righty, strikeout plus 10. That's a 3. Swing and a miss and struck him out. And that is the first out of the inning. And now the batter is Hickman. Hickman is 0 for 3. Moose, 6-3. That's at the park. Wrigley Field. 1-3, and that is a fly ball to left. And getting over there will be Stargell, and Stargell makes the catch, out number 2. And now the next up is Young, and Young is 0 for 3. Moose will pitch. Moose, 1-2, that is a blank. Young, 5-6, and a ground ball to first. That'll be taken care of there by Oliver. That'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Moose, and the inning is over. 6-5 Cubs after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Top of the 9th, and leading off for the Pirates is Matty Alou. He is 0 for 4, 2 lefties, and let's see what the Cubs want to do. See who they're going to bring in to pitch, and they are going to go to the bullpen. So coming on to pitch for the Cubs is going to be Hank Aguirre. 1-0, 1 save, but a 2.60 ERA. Hank Aguirre was pretty much their lefty specialist. So he will come on to pitch and try to get the save. Abernathy does get a hold. And Jenkins right now is up for the win. So here's Matty Alou, top of the 9th inning, 6-5 Cubs. Pirates lead this series 1-0. Cubs trying to tie it and at least guarantee 4 games. Aguirre will pitch. 4-3, range play. Alou, 3-4 against the lefty. It's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Kessinger. His range is a 4. He's got it, and they'll throw to first. 1 out. Great play by Don Kessinger. And Alou couldn't get, and he can't get it. Now the batter is Hebner. Hebner 3 for 4 tonight. A single, a double, and a bomb. He needs a triple for the cycle. But right now he'd be happy with another home run to tie the series up. Aguirre looking in on Hebner. Fans here at Wrigley Field hoping the Cubs can tie the series. Aguirre, 6-5 against the lefty. It's a blank. Hebner, 5-5, and it's a ground ball to first. That'll be handled by Banks. Banks will take it to the bag himself, 2 down. And the last chance for the Pirates is Pops. Stargell is 1 for 4, has a single. We've already seen a home run hit with 2 outs in the 9th inning, hence the Mets-Giants series. Can Stargell do the same thing? If Aguirre makes a mistake, it's gone. 2 men down, top of the 9th. Cubs lead 6-5 in a heck of a game. Hank Aguirre trying to get the final out and get a save. Stargell trying to hit one deep. Aguirre, 4-5. It's a blank. Stargell, 4-2. And it's a fly ball to left field. Getting over there is Billy Williams. He's near the track, but he's got room. Puts out his glove. Blop. And the ball falls into it. That's your game. Cubs tie the series up. They win it 6-5. Stadium cheers. Yay! 1, 2, 3, go the Pirates. As the Cubs will get some revenge for game 1. And they now tie this series up, which guarantees at least this NLDS going 4 games. A big win for the Cubs. They could not afford to go back to Forbes Field down 2-0, but that does guarantee that Forbes Field will get both games. So a big win for the Cubs as they raise the Cubs flag banner and tie this series up. Final line score coming up. For the Cubs, 6 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. For the Pirates, 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. The winning pitcher is Fergie. Jenkins. He's actually going to get the win. He'll go to 1-0 in the postseason. Steve Blass gets a no decision. Dal Canton will take the loss. He'll go to 0-1. Abernathy does get a hold. Hank Aguirre does wind up with his first save. So that's a big-time victory here for the Cubs to win it here 6-5 at Wrigley Field, guaranteeing both games at Forbes Field to be played. Exciting as it is, we'll have to see what happens in a very crucial Game 3 of this series. Tomorrow night will be Game 2 of the other American League Division Series between the Minnesota Twins and the Baltimore Orioles. The O's lead that series 1-0. Jim Cott will be going for the Twins. Mike Cuellar will be going for the O's. A big series there. Can the Twins tie that series up? Or will Baltimore continue to show their dominance? Twins Orioles, ALDS Game 2 tomorrow night. Thank you. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. I think this game deserved it. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Cubs win! Cubs win! They hold off the Pirates 6-5. This NLDS is tied 1-1. See you tomorrow night.